General rule of tennis.
Let us assume this is a tennis court, and now I would like to show you the part of the tennis court. This is a baseline, this is a double line, and this is a single line. This point is show that this is right and left side. This is a service line, and this is a net. Let's assume this is a player A and this is a player B. Player A is a server and player B is an opponent. The player should stand outside the baseline before the game starts. Let us assume this is a tennis ball. As player A will serve the ball past the net and stay in the her side. If the ball doesn't pass the net, this is called fault. The player A will give one more chance to serve the ball pass to the player B. If the ball still didn't pass the net, this is called double fault. So now, player B will get 15 points at the first round. So the player A will serve the ball to player B and they will continue to playing for the ball. Okay? But when the ball served by player A to player B and already passed to this point, but player B doesn't get to serve back, the ball stays at here. And now, player A will get 40 points for the second round. The point score of the tennis. 0 point is love, first point is 15, second point is 30, third point is 40, fourth point is game.
Tennis rules for singles, a tennis match where one person serves, one person receives. The guy in the red is the server. The other one is the receiver. This is a tennis court, and the players for today's match are Dave and Joe. Let's say Dave takes the role to serve first. As server, Dave has to hit the ball from here to the yellow area. If the ball doesn't make it to the juice area, it is called as fault. 2 faults are a double fault. Let's move on to Joe, the receiver. While returning the serve, the ball must land within the yellow area. Let's move on to the scoreboard, which is made up of sets, which are made up of points. When both Dave and Joe obtain the same score, it is called as deuce. From here, Joe needs to score 2 consecutive points more than Dave to win the game.
There is a net between it which divides it into 2 parts, your area and your opponent's area. There is a baseline you need to hit shot within the baseline. There is a service line you need to serve between net and the service line. There are doubles line because of the whole thing used when you play doubles, and then there is a single line because of this is the only area which is used when you play tennis in single. And doubles 4 players. This is you, your teammate, your opponent 1 and opponent 2. You stand to the right hand side of the center mark for the first point. Just from this blue area you serve in the green area. Because in doubles you get an extra area, so you can stand anywhere in this blue area and you have to serve in the green area. You hit a good serve, you on the first point, you come from that side to this side, but now since opponent 1 is receiving this service block, opponent 2 will go back and receive this service block. So 0-2 goes back and get ready to receive the serve, or 0-1 come back. Your teammates stand there because that's a good strategic position. And second point, you stand here and you need to serve in the green block. Once the point is done, you go back and then you need to serve in this area.
Scoring system in tennis. These are the examples of scoreboard for tennis. What are tennis points? Points are a foundation of the tennis scoring system. You can think of them as the building blocks of a tennis match. Before you play tennis game, you need to know the scoring first. In tennis, the scoring starts with 15 from left and continue with 30 and end with 40. You can refer this table. The first player to win 6 games wins a set. If each player scores 40-40, it's called deuce. If one player scores another point after deuce, it's called advantage. If the same player scores one more point, it's game. This table is about how you can get 2-point margin to win the game. For professional game, there are two types of tournament, which is Grand Slams and ATP or WTA Tour. For Grand Slams, men's singles play 5 sets. For women's singles, play 3 sets. For ATP or WTA Tour, both players, which is men's and women, play 3 sets. For both tournaments, if 6 games all go to tiebreaker, which is 7 points difference of 2.
Okay, next we're gonna talk about tennis equipment. So there are 5 important equipment in tennis, which is tennis racket, tennis ball, tennis shoes, net, and dress. The first is tennis racket. This is an example of tennis racket. The tennis racket can be made by alloy and wood. The most important is there are no restriction on size and material. Usually, the player is gonna add a grip to make it comfortable. The second equipment is tennis ball. This is an example of tennis ball, the size and weight. As we can see, this is the weight and the size of tennis ball. The selection of the ball. Usually, the selection of the ball based on their age and experience. There are 4 examples of the ball and based on their age and experience. Next is tennis shoes. This is an example of tennis shoes. The tennis shoes are very important to give you stability and to prevent the player from sliding in the court. Selection of the shoes. This is an example of shoes that could give you stability and may damage the court. Next important equipment is the net. This is an example of the net that we use in tennis. The size. As we can see, this is the size of the net that we use in the tennis court. Lastly is dress. There are no restrictions on the dress, but usually the material used of the dress is nylon because nylon did not absorb the sweat and the player is gonna use the comfortable dress.